All right, we're live. Hopefully, we can make it through one of these without crashing. Last time it was pretty brutal. It like shut me down. Actually, it's been too. Yeah, you see, we can't even make it 5 minutes in this thing without it. It's crazy. I mean, I got it hooked up to Ethernet too. It just is like nuts. I guess I would need to call AT&T and just get better connection. I mean, I have fiber. I thought that's like the best I could get, but I guess not. Um, all right, what's up, everyone? I guess we'll jump into that, jump into the DraftKings stuff, and then go over the market stuff and talk about the edge that I kind of teased in the thread there. I don't know how much I'm going to get into that just because, one, I don't want to give it away completely, and two, I don't even know if the markets for the holes that I'm going to be targeting are going to be up for those this week. So, yeah, we'll see. But anyways, yeah, tweet and just situation. Like, first, I want to make it like really clear that I am all for taking your shot. I literally said that in the tweet, and I said it in the reply too. I thought I made it like pretty clear that you should take that shot. But I guess some trolls or whoever didn't want to see the comment or reply or didn't read it for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, at first it seems like it was only for when I was seeing the situation go down in real time. I don't bet on DraftKings for outrights because they have the worst prices usually. I mean, I don't want to say I don't. For 90% of my volume, I'm not on DraftKings. They have a terrible market. The prices usually aren't good. If you can shop around, why would you not? And I do. So I didn't have anything pending at that time. But what it looks like is that you could only withdraw or you could only cash out on stuff that you had already placed. And I don't even know that if this was true. Like, yeah, if you could just bet $5 on a golfer and auto withdraw for 20K, then yeah, obviously everybody should have done that no matter how sharp or what you value your account at. The whole purpose of the tweet was just to know that there could be repercussions for taking an angle shot. And when you see this in the future, you got to weigh the cost benefits. To act like clear errors, and just misprice, not even misprice, clear errors and glitches always get honored is just dumb. It's, it's stupid. I've personally been burned by multiple accounts where I took a shot on mispriced stuff, wasn't even pass posting. It was just stuff that was completely off, and I never saw that money. So it's not like I'm just speaking out of my ass here. It happens. Again, obviously, if it was a free 20K, you could put that in, cash out, withdraw immediately, which I guess some people did. Then yeah, we're not even having a discussion here. At the time when I tweeted that out, I thought it was it was only for bets that you previously had placed. So for instance, if you placed, Ben Griffin to win, let's call it 1,600, 100 to win 1,600, you can cash out. Well, then you do need to take a, step back and say, is this worth it? Because yeah, $1,000 to burn a DraftKings account, it might not be worth it for you if you're winning better. Now, if you're losing better and you don't even, care about this type of thinking, then yeah, obviously withdraw right then and there. But the whole point of me tweeting that is that there are repercussions. If you win long term and that DraftKings account has an edge for you, then you should not just burn it for 1K or 1,500, whatever it is. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I had like 5 dudes DM me. Another one said that it was, or 2 guys messaged me today saying that it was pending, the withdrawal was pending, and then now it's not, so that money's gone. But then another guy said he got his cash out, but it was only for like 2K, so it wasn't even that much. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I really don't know the legality on cash outs, to be honest with you, or what the phrasing is for the house rules. I'm not versed with that. I don't know if they just are going to eat that because the house rules don't state anything for glitches. I'm sure there is a glitch there. But yeah, I don't know if they're just going to eat it or what. It'll be interesting. I mean, I just wrote that thread on my personal page, Sharpside James, 2 weeks ago about the whole parlay for Nicholas Bavas. I don't know how to say it. It's Bavas, and he's still in legal proceedings. I mean, now that granted, that's for millions of dollars. But I had someone message me on that account who said that DraftKings never gave him their money. He didn't take it. He didn't go to the court or anything like that. So obviously it's different because most of these people who cashed. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Good for those guys. If you made money on it, congratulations. I don't know if you're, I don't know what the ramifications are. If like they're going to come at you for collections or something like that. But I mean, as of right now, you got cash in your account. So nice hit. Truly. All right. What was the next one? Oh, but talking about the placement bets, my guy House Money had was calling us pompous because we tweeted out. I mean, like betting one-way markets in general is a losing game. I don't know. Again, I didn't think this was very controversial. There's no price discovery. The hold is really high, and just it's a hard market to beat long term. Any market that is one way is hard to beat long term. Yeah, so it's like I stand by that. I guess the part that rubbed people wrong was that I said our models only have, 5 plus EV matchups, whatever it was last week. But I stand by that too, because if you'd ask anyone who's like trustworthy or has a reputation in this space, they would probably respectable and does projections and does, actually models out to see what the price should be. They're probably going to tell you the exact same thing. So, yeah, I mean, especially like the whole thing is it's a little bit different than outright market because their price is so wide that you can find an edge. And even if there is a little edge, the ROI might be worth it. But with these placement markets, if you're betting into, plus 200 or plus 150, plus 125, that's where you have the EV. You might, because you're going to get a higher return on that capital. It's a better usage of that capital than having it tied up for 4 days. There's plenty of edges on round matchups, plenty of edges. I mean, we see it every day with our matchup tool. Other people hit, whole props. You can find a better edge than firing into a top 10 or a top 20 or whatever it might be. And especially in those signature events where it goes 4 days and there's no chance of you getting that money back on, Saturday morning. And the field is cut in half. So the pricing is slashed. It's just, yeah, I didn't think that was very controversial, but I stand by that. And it's like, if you're betting golf and all you do is bet outrights and placement markets, it's tough to win long-term, just bottom line. But we love the outright market, and there's, a chance to have a higher ROI just betting that. So, yeah. All right. Clear that up. I think so. Let's go to, I didn't is right. I'm sure, I don't know what Bridgman closed at. I'm sure the market was semi wrong, but again, I don't know what he actually closed at. But he had the bearish move, I think, the week before at post. So wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's go to the top of the board. Gerard, top of the board, probably. I don't want to project this out yet, but probably will be the most used one and done player this week, just because he has great course history. And quite frankly, you're not really saving Ryan Gerard. So I would assume that he's going to be, I don't know, 15, 20% in the big boy pools. Would not surprise me if he was over 20%. Did not move at all on Bet Online. And again, I'm going to, if you're new here, I just go off. I have our odds screen pulled up that just has the legals But I like if people are bullish or bearish on that golfer. So he opened 16-1, and he's still at 16-1, which is interesting. That's the thing about this market. It's kind of a crazy market to go through because so much stuff happened. Obviously, the whole DraftKings fiasco. Like positions or my initial notes should have changed a lot, right? We had Jacob Bridgman, who was 18-1, Big Griffin 16-1, Adam Scott, all withdraw since I took my initial notes. But what's kind of fascinating is there really has not been that much movement at the top besides 16-1 after the entire withdrawal shit went down. So it was to be expected. I take money from the, top. It's no surprise to Shane Lowry. Great course history here. He's still 25-1. Nico is 20-1. He's still 20-1. Again, pretty interesting that they didn't move at all after the withdrawal situation. Michael Brennan had the monster move. He opened at 100-1, and he's now 50-1. Let's see what he has on the legals. All right. Brennan. Why can't I find him? Oh, here he is. Oh, yeah, 45-1, 58-1 on DraftKings. Gosh, that's a pretty big difference right there. 61, what is that? Is that bet 360 or MGM? Yeah, so still, I mean, a monster move. He opened at 100-1 on BetOnline. He's now 50-1 on that book and 58-1 on DraftKings. So interesting. Eric Cole has gone the wrong way. He opened at 70-1 on BetOnline, and he is now 90-1. Let's see what he is here, because I doubt he actually moved backwards on DraftKings. FanDuel, they usually stay put if it's a bad move. Eric Cole, where is Eric Cole? Adjusted. All right. Brooks also went the wrong way. He opened 30-1 and is now 40-1. I'm just going down the line here. Mackenzie Hughes went from 65-1. He's now 75-1. Not a huge move, but shows again that people are bearish on him. He's not taking any money. Which honestly, I don't know how. Like this is no offense to Mackenzie Hughes. I don't know how Mackenzie Hughes takes money any week. His metrics always suck. It's just, I mean, unless it's like a great course fit or something, like I truly don't know who's out there moving the Mackenzie Hughes number. But that's just me. All right, Olsen is falling as well. He opened 35-1 on BetOnline. He's now 55. And then home course, Luke Clanton, taking serious money. He opened 150-1. He's now 100-1. Let's see where he is on the legals. I bet he's under 100 on legals. Let's see. Gosh, I gotta get better at searching these guys. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 80-1 on FanDuel. Wow, DraftKings hanging a bad number, 135-1. There you go. If you like Luke Clanton, bet on DraftKings. It's a great number. All right, last one is Austin Eckroth. He fell big time. He was 75-1 at Open, and I believe he's now 100-1 on BetOnline. And we'll be able to find him quick here, I think, because he's going to be around the zone. No, I spoke too soon. Oh, here he is. Yeah, 75-1. So he's still staying put on the legals, not dropping too much. But yeah, that's that. I don't know if I need to start like opening up the floor, trying to figure out like if anyone wants to like ask questions about a specific golfer now. 10 guys in a circle here. I thought the most interesting piece of all this is the fact that Thor and withdraw, really 3 guys because Adam Scott. And you got to think those guys are popular bets. I mean, just going off the strokes gain numbers. And they stay put at 25-1, 20-1. I don't know if that's a bearish move, like signal or what, but it can't be a great sign, even though I kind of fancy both those guys this week. We'll got to look into it and actually run legit pricing models and see if they're have any type of value in that with that number. But yeah, crazy. All right, so getting to the edge, the hole by hole edge. I put this in the thread. But the wider the distribution of potential scores, the more room there is, I think, especially because like on approach, having a big number, double, triple, comes into play pretty easily there. And PGA National has so many holes with hazards on them. So many. I think it's 15 that come into play off the tee and on approach. And I don't think DraftKings is – I don't even want to search it because that's going to cause this thing to crash again. But here, looking on my phone, I don't think they – I'm interested to see what holes they have group scores listed for, because that's where the edge is going to be. Because one guy can derail a group score so hard. And with the amount of danger and the variance in scores you're going to see over on the hole, just because, like I said, two guys can play it pretty good, and one guy can absolutely derail it and get you, +1 or +2 if that's what the market has. Let me see. They usually release props on Tuesday. I don't know if this whole fiasco fucked up their release schedule. Here we go. Whole group score. I'm trying to find group score. Where are we at? Group 12, hole 15. And like some of these, like the market is. I wish on the holes that were, and maybe they might do it as we get closer to major season, but when it's an easy hole and you see like the market is -1, -2, -3, I wish they would give us an even or plus price, like almost like an alt line that you see. That's where I really think the value would be at, rather just than 3 options. And who knows, as golf gets more popular, you might see the market open up, and expand, I guess is a better way to say it. But yeah, as of right now, it looks like it's just I have to like go in and run it. And I'm obviously going to talk about it if you're a member. But yeah, it looks like those are going to be the holes they're going to highlight. It's either going to be your starting 5, right? Is that how they do it? Or starting 3, and then they have if you start and if the group starts on 5. So I'm definitely gonna run numbers and see what the actual, like, what is the play for what hole to target. But yeah, again, like the variance is our friend here. You want to be targeting these this week for sure, because in my opinion, it's one of the best weeks to bet whole matchups. Players is obviously going to, 17 as such. Same thing, has a wide distribution of potential scores. So like, yeah, you should too. Just the easy market to attack. Limits are low, so it's not super efficient. And you can find value. So yeah. All right. I think that's all. That's it for today. If anyone's got questions, send me a DM. And yeah, good luck. We successfully went through a 20-minute stream without having any type of crash. I rarely used our site, but we're making progress. All right, good luck this week, guys.